One day they're going to come for you. What are you going to do? One day you're going to stand up for XYZ and they're going to say, nope, you can't talk about that. Nope, you can't bring that here. What are you going to do? What's fair? What isn't fair? Welcome back to the EarMeOut podcast. I'm your host, Roderic Grant.
They already knew that.
You already knew that. And this is my new host. You guys have seen him a couple times. His name is Ryan Mintz. Goes by R Mintz. What other nicknames do you go by?
So we'll break it down between tits, mitts, or oven mitts.
They do call you WBR sometimes.
WBR, that is correct.
What does that stand for? I don't want to have to say it. I don't want to get canceled. Even though I can say it. I can actually say it if I want to and not get canceled.
Well, should we? Nah, you can say it. You can say it. Go for it.
White boy Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. Black man said it. What's up? What's good? But yeah, we're here to bring you a crazy topic. Pretty hot in the press. Hot off the press, actually. About cancel culture. What you like might be gone tomorrow. How do you feel about that, Mintz?
I feel a little uneasy about it. If you're talking about my boy Eminem.
We'll get to Eminem.
Okay.
I love Eminem, by the way. But let's talk about what people do. A lot of people in America read a lot, right? This is for the highest nation for reading, which I'm sure we're not. I'm sure some other smarter countries got us beat. We're gonna talk about Dr. Seuss because that's a cumulative. That's the only book we can understand. Hop on Pop, Green Eggs and Ham. Sam I Am. He's in Green Eggs and Ham, right?
Something about Mulberry Street as well.
Mulberry Street. Something about what's that? Not Langoliers. That's Stephen King. The other one where the trees, the Lorax.
The Lorax, yes.
Right? Cat in the Hat. The staple of my childhood, probably.
Yes.
I grew up on the Cat in the Hat. I probably learned a lot from the Cat in the Hat. A lot of good morals, but kind of being a little bit racist. You know, talking about people's eyes being a little slanty and stuff like that. But how long ago was this? Like, how long ago was Dr. Seuss popping?
He was popping when I was a kid, like early 2000s.
You read Dr. Seuss? How old are you?
Did.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
21, okay.
Yes.
So I am not 21, and we're not going to get into that.
So it's been a while.
It's been a while, but how come he wasn't canceled back then?
I just feel like a lot of people didn't find it as offending back then.
Slanty eyes wasn't it offending?
Even like as a kid, like when you're a kid, because that's mainly the people that were reading it.
Right.
You didn't even notice really what they were saying. So now that they've grown up and they're like, oh, let's read this Dr. Seuss book. And they're like, what? Slant eyes? Maybe they just view it differently. Right.
And my thing is this, okay, slant eyes, all this stuff. Okay, let's not choose to read those books to our kids anymore. Let's take it off the school shelves. But are all of his books bad?
No.
Are all of them racist?
No.
Because I mean, back then it was like socially accepted. It's kind of like when they used to say like Oriental. You can't say or call someone Oriental anymore. There's Oriental rugs, Oriental furniture. But you can't call someone an Oriental. It's kind of like when I used to go like door to door. I did door to door sales, and this lady called me and Phil, colored boys. So all these nice colored boys came by the other day. Now, I mean, I don't know what is socially correct to call a black man in America. Apart from a black man, I'm cool just being called black. But you know, it's one person's preference versus somebody else's. So how does one person's preference take over and win and get someone canceled, like Dr. Seuss?
I honestly don't know the answer to that. Like, maybe they just boycott him.
Boycotting, yeah. I mean, you said it. Whose generation is one that's been spearheading this cancel culture?
My generation, actually, the Gen Z. Or when I was researching it put in quotes TikTokers. But that's mostly people of my generation using that.
So are they boycotting people on TikTok? Because I don't do TikTok. I don't even watch TikTok.
I don't use TikTok much anymore. So
Wait, honestly, why?
It just takes up too much of my time.
Okay, got it. Hey, you're being responsible. It's okay. You canceled TikTok on your own. All right, cool. But I mean, like, all right, so let's talk about, let's go. Your parents had a little group chat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what were they talking about? I know it's on there, right? It's on their phone?
Yeah.
It's the camera that's recording us right now? Okay. Who are some of the topics? Who are some of the people they brought up?
They brought up Dr. Seuss as well. Dr. Seuss actually is the second richest dead man, right behind Michael Jackson. So they were kind of like,
wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. But so obviously everyone knows about Michael Jackson other than just his music. I don't think I need to say it, but he didn't really get canceled for that.
No, he definitely didn't get canceled for his music. They're trying to cancel him for the whole pedophilia thing, the Neverland Ranch thing. But I mean, I don't think did they ever really accuse him of it? No, I don't think they ever really pinned it on him.
Yeah.
But this is where controversy comes in. People are out there going to be like, listen, Michael Jackson didn't. Some other people are going to say he didn't do it. I really don't give a f. I don't know if he did it, and I don't know if he didn't do it. If he did it, he should pay. So how do you make a dead man pay? He's dead.
You don't.
You don't. People are still going to love Michael Jackson. People are still going to be a huge fan of him. You can't take that away from them. They will still listen to his music. I listen to his music. Right? I mean, do people still listen to Chris Brown?
Yes.
Right.
Get down to
Ling Ling's over there. She's like, yeah, she got her hand up. She's like, yeah, I listen to Chris Brown.
She's going
See
crazy
Breezy.
right now.
See Breezy. But what about the whole Rihanna thing, huh? Did we just forget about that? Did he not just single-handedly handle that girl her face to the side of the pavement? Like she was done.
I think they have a move for that. It's called the 1-2 Chris Brown.
The 1-2 Chris Brown.
Yeah.
1-2 Chris. I like that. I like that.
But also another thing that was brought up too was as far as the cancel culture with that, they were saying like not Megan Thee Stallion, but Cardi B, her song WAP. Like
wow, that's a hot
across
song.
a lot of platforms was #1 song of the year.
Let's stop there. That's a hot song, man. That's a hot track. WAP. What does it stand for? Wet ass. What? Oh, thank you. Wet ass. You definitely need to be at least 18 years old to know that song. I know 16-year-olds aren't singing WAP, right?
Oh, they have like 12-year-olds on TikTok like dancing to it.
Do they have WAP on Kids Bop yet?
I'm
No?
not sure.
No?
Not
Okay.
sure.
They need to get on there. Kids Bop gets all the songs. So yeah, WAP is out there. I mean, what's the difference? So girls are talking about having a wet ass. I mean, cool. We don't want them to have an unhealthy dry ass. We don't want that. I'm called DAP. And I'm gonna come out with a song for that because nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. But we're talking about WAP, and how is that portraying women?
I'd say that's kind of slut shaming in a way, which some people do find offensive, some people don't.
Well, I mean, WAP. I don't think WAP is slut shaming. I think WAP is on the side of women bragging about their wet ass.
Yes.
If you go against it, then that's slut shaming.
Oh no.
So you're either WAP celebrating or you're WAP shaming. Which side are you on? Because you can't be on both sides.
I mean, I don't really care either way. I don't.
Right. I mean,
I wouldn't cancel the song. I mean,
I'm WAP choice.
Yeah.
WAP choice.
Wow.
You can decide for yourself. You want to turn it off, you want to turn it on, but I'm WAP choice.
I wouldn't say cancel it. I mean,
that's just me. I'm just a freak, man. I don't, that's just me. I love looking at them dance. Like if anyone says, Rod, do you like looking at women with almost no clothes on? I'm going to say absolutely not. Ew. Gross. Ew.
Never.
Don't ever play that shit here. Music videos? What's that? Wear a trash bag. Don't put on any makeup. Pick up a book. Shoot a music video in the library. That's where I want to be. WAP in the library. Does that work? No, it doesn't work because sex sells. And that's what's going to go on. Let's talk about someone else like super canceled, right? Mr. Trump. Former President Trump. He got canceled. Who did he get canceled by, Ryan?
Literally everybody. Spotify, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest. I was seeing like the
even Pinterest.
Pinterest, like I didn't even know. Was he on Pinterest? I don't know.
No, I don't know.
But he was canceled. Like YouTube. There was I kind of forget the other ones, but there was even like the craziest things. I was like, how did he get canceled from that? That's crazy.
Amazon canceled him, and they didn't even own the app. They did the web services for that app. They did the hosting for that app, and they canceled him. Now people are going to be out there, oh, you're just mad about Trump. Listen, I don't really give a about who the hell you voted for. I don't care. All I know is there's powers out there that could cancel the most powerful man in the United States. What says that they're not going to come and cancel you at some point? That's what we need to start looking at. That's the bigger picture here. One day they're going to come for you. What are you going to do? One day you're going to stand up for XYZ and they're going to say, nope, you can't talk about that. Nope, you can't bring that here. What are you going to do? What's fair? What isn't fair? Ling, what do you got on there? What's some cancel stuff that you have that came up that you've been looking at? Take your time. I could edit the little space and thinking in between.
I think she heard this.
Ling? Did you hear what I said? Oh, no, you didn't hear? Perfect.
I was just reading about the new stimulus check.
Oh, the stimulus check. Yep. You know, and that's another thing. Let's talk about
Biden lowered the stimulus check
from 1.9 to what?
instead of 2,000 to 1,400.
So what's the total amount that they're releasing?
I just read the first
Okay.
clip of the
Got it. So, I mean, one day I was telling Ling Ling and I was telling Ryan, like, we're not going to be able to cancel the government because we're going to be so reliant on the government because of the stimulus checks, all this stuff. And one day they're going to say, hey, jump, and you're going to say how high. And if you don't jump, then they're going to cancel you. Cancel your check. You got no money. That cancels your rent. You got no home. That cancels everything. Cancels your life. But this is just the beginning, man. I think we're just scratching the surface. I mean, who else? Ellen DeGeneres got canceled. Jimmy Fallon got canceled. Who else got canceled? You said they're going to cancel Eminem.
They're trying to cancel Eminem.
Please pull that up right now and read that to me. How are they going to cancel Eminem? Yes.
According to popculture.com. So
Popculture.com, okay.
Eminem's fans are in an uproar this week, believing that TikTok users are trying to cancel Eminem. The rapper has a long history of controversial lyrics and bigotry to threats of violence to fantasy descriptions of domestic battery.
So does that mean we have to cancel all of rap?
No.
I think so.
The thing is,
so.
how many rappers do have these kind of lyrics? So it's not just Eminem.
That's what I'm saying. Does that mean we have to cancel all of rap? Because that is all of rap.
Yeah.
We're either rapping about that's the most dangerous thing to rap about. There's nothing more dangerous than a female's vagina, I think.
Amen.
That's right. It's more dangerous than guns, man. People kill over freaking wet.
That's true.
Right?
They really do.
And then, okay, or we have straight up violence. We have the police. We have all these songs. We just cancel it all? We just cancel Spotify?
I think so.
So what are we going to listen to? Country music? I think we could go there. I think country music has some on there too.
I listen to country music sometimes, guys. I'm from Indiana.
I don't.
Not all country music is the best either. Like they still get the same premise. They just say it in a nicer way. I feel like.
Right. It's a nicer way. There's a guitar behind it.
There's just talking about like f***ing in their Ford Ranger. Why they got a lip in. So
you didn't hear it from me.
Like
you didn't hear it from me.
Not all country music's the best either. So.
I know country music's bad. I know what's going on in that country music. Just because they hide all those words behind that twang doesn't mean it's right. It throws you off. This whole time I knew what they're saying. I'm like, do you know what they're saying? They should have Cardi B do a music video, remix,
in country.
I bet it'll be the #1 hit, just like that other song. Who's that guy? His country music remix went more viral than his actual original song. Lil Nas, right? Was it Old Town Road?
Yeah, with Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah, exactly.
Miley Cyrus's dad.
Exactly. It was crazy. But now I'm all about this. How do we stop cancel culture? Do we want to stop cancel culture? What do we do?
I do want to stop cancel culture. I don't agree with it really.
So we either stop it and they can't cancel anything or ever, or we let it go and they have their way and cancel everything. You have no say. Which one would you choose? Cancel
culture. Yes, that's the last cancel culture. Yes, that quote was from Ling, by the way, guys. I don't want to take credit for that.
That cancel culture. Is that what you said, Ling? That's pretty damn smart.
Yeah. I believe with cancel culture, it doesn't allow people to have their own views on anything. So if someone just disagrees with something and you're just like, oh, that's canceled, like how. That's literally what this country is about. People have the freedom to think what they want. Obviously, there's people in the past that have done bad things that have been racist or whatever. But if they're like, I don't like the way this sounds or the way this portrays something, like have a educated conversation about it. Don't just say it's canceled. And we all grow up with parents as well. Like parents should say, hey, this isn't good for you. This is what's good for you. Well,
parents cancel us all the time.
Yeah.
Don't talk back to your mom. Just keep your mouth shut. Go to your room. You're grounded. Parents can limit your freedom of speech for sure.
Yes.
Because they also have the freedom of belt, which gets onto the freedom of your and I'm okay with shutting the up when they say so. But when you're grown up and you have your own viewpoints, you have your own thoughts, you're your own person, 100%, you should be able to, talk about what you want to talk about. That's freedom of speech. But then someone could say, well, then I could go around and call people the N-word and blah, 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 blah. You definitely can. Let me tell you. You definitely can. But will you live till next week? Probably not. Someone will find you. Someone will beat your right? So you get freedom of speech, but someone also has a freedom to exercise their right. Now, does it make it right for someone to go and say the N-word to somebody or use derogatory statements towards somebody? I don't think so, because that's a morality thing. But it's not a law thing. It's not the law. People can call me the N-word and not be arrested. If it was the law, I would be walking around, people call me the N-word, and they'll be arrested on the spot. That doesn't happen here. So freedom of speech is either we have it or we don't. Now, if we need something in place to handle things that shouldn't be happening, like, okay, Dr. Seuss has some racist books. Does that mean Dr. Seuss was a racist? Jimmy Fallon had blackface. Does that mean he's a racist? He was pretending to be Chris Rock?
Yeah.
Right? Does that mean he's a racist? I personally don't think Jimmy Fallon's a racist.
It's just comedy.
I don't. It's just comedy. And when it comes to comedy, there's maybe I listen to a lot of black comedy, and there's like no hold bars. Like they can say whatever they want. It's all on. We'll make fun of white people, black people, mentally challenged people, animals. Animals don't even get a break. People in power. So if it's comedy, do they get a break? Or do they get canceled? Ellen, why the hell did she get canceled? Because some of her employees didn't like her or something like that? What happened?
Her employees said that she was really disrespectful and treated them poorly and wasn't as nice as and kind as she portrayed herself on her show.
Let me tell you one thing, okay? When it comes down to business, if somebody wants to run their they're going to run their to everyone else, they're going to look nice, but when it comes to their money, when it comes to responsibility, when it comes to thriving, people will give whatever to make sure that, hey, they're on the top of the world, they're number one. And maybe the employees, they got treated a little bit bad. I mean, you heard Christian Bale go crazy on people. Tom Cruise, they go crazy on the people they work with. You heard Tom Cruise go crazy on his people that they didn't follow COVID protocol. Mm-hmm. Could we say he was treating them a little bad? Yeah, but on the other hand, it's like, hey, he just really cares about keeping everyone safe and getting this movie out. Did Ellen deserve to be canceled? Damn. I don't think Ellen's a racist. I don't think she's a bad person. No, I don't think she deserved to be canceled. And maybe I should have been post this podcast. Maybe this is a little too much like controversy. But the thing about cancel culture is no one is going to be happy. Not everyone. You can't please everybody. One side's going to be mad. One side's going to be happy. The other side's going to be happy. The other side's going to be mad. It's just how it is. So if you can't please anybody, should we even try to please anyone? I don't know. I don't think.
Please yourself.
Please yourself. Do you. Do you. Whatever you want to do, just do it. As long as it falls into morality. But if people are like, what is morality? Right? What is right? What is wrong? Then it gets too complicated. But in this country, we have the freedom of speech. If you don't like it, if you don't want people to talk, you could go move to China. People ain't talking there. You could go to Russia. People ain't talking there. Right? That one guy that came back, flew in, opposed Putin. He almost got silenced. He survived being poisoned. Right? Those people aren't talking there. You need big balls to talk in those countries. Because you might not be using those balls in a day or two after you say anything. Now, you said North Korea, good luck talking there. Everyone there is canceled. Everyone's canceled, so no one can say anything. So there is no cancel culture because it's just one cancel, done. One supreme leader, done. So people want to have their cake and eat it too. I don't know.
I feel like that's a lot of the problem is a lot of people don't recognize what goes on in a lot of other places. Right. They don't have like the gratitude.
Right. So let's talk about Andrew Cuomo, right? He, the hero of New York. Everybody loved Cuomo. Everybody loved Cuomo. They have Cuomo mugs, Cuomo shirts. Then they found out Cuomo was a little bit of a hoe. Quoho. Womanizer. Touch women on their back, and when they push his hands away, then he touches them in the face and say, "Hey, I wanna kiss you. Let me kiss you. Now I'm Cuomo. Quoho." So now they want him to resign. By him resigning, does it take back everything that he did? No.
Hold on, last I checked. Yeah, still did it. Yeah.
What happened?
I said last I checked, yeah, he still did it.
He still did it, right?
Yeah.
It might take away some of the respect, But I mean, is he doing good work for New York? Is he doing good by New York? Maybe, I don't know. But that's up to you guys. You guys are the ones that cancel it, or you guys don't want to cancel it. Like, it's if it looks like I'm on the fence in between, it's just a touchy subject. It's hard to really choose a side, because I do believe some people should be canceled, but I don't believe everyone should be canceled just because some people are a little bit sensitive. You have a remote for a reason. You have a YouTube search bar for a reason. If you don't like it, this is what Mike Tyson said: change your station. Put a little Mike Tyson there. Change your station. So you guys have the power in your hands. But when people come together, I mean, crazy things happen. Wall Street Bets versus the hedge fund. People in power get together and they silence Wall Street Bets, which represent the people. Robinhood got in it, represented Wall Street Bets, took off the buy button, left the sell button. Look what happens. I don't know, Ryan. Yeah, I mean, we're from different generation. You do hang out with a lot of older people, older than 21, 22, my age, 23, 24. Mm-hmm. What do you think, Ryan?
I agree with everything you were saying right there. I mean, I just don't think it's fair to silence somebody based off how they believe or what they feel. That's all. That's all.
But what if it's racist? Like, what if someone says, "Hey"?
If it's racist, obviously but
should it be silenced?
Or if it's clearly like racist or sexist or whatever, then yeah, definitely.
But what is clear racism? What is clear sexism? Like, what is clear? Exactly. Yeah. And that's why we are in this situation. Who has right to define what clear is? The definition will be one person's viewpoint on it, which will always be opposed. Unless it becomes a law, nothing's going to happen. Mm-hmm. South Park did a really great job with the PC principle. You know, it's not PC to talk about this, and it's not PC to talk about that, and he's always going to enforce everything. You can't see it as blowing the whistle. Unless you have someone around the clock about to do that. Guys, be ready for your feelings to be hurt, but you have the right to say something back. Use your words. Our parents always say this: use your words.
I did see a meme once. It was like, how did a generation growing up on Family Guy and South Park end up so soft?
I mean, yeah, you're right. I don't think we ended up soft, and this is going to be a whole different topic. You know, Generation X versus Gen Z versus. I think every generation before the prior generation thinks that generation is soft as shit.
That's true.
My parents' generation probably thinks my generation is soft as shit. I think your generation is soft as shit. I generally do think your generation is soft as shit, but there's some good ass shit that comes from your generation. But will your generation survive without our generation? I think so. Will we survive without my parents' generation? I think so. You know, do I think we need to, take a bunch of old people off of their pedestal and take away their power in politics and cancel them because what they represented back then isn't congruent with what's going on right now? I think so. Mm-hmm. You were saying this, it's just because somebody's 80 years old and they've been driving for 80 years doesn't mean they should still be driving. Hey, do you guys remember Whip 'em Out Wednesdays?
No.
You guys don't remember that?
Was that canceled?
Wow. People have it on their car. It says wow. And then girls will lift up their shirts and flash. I guess that got canceled pretty well. Why'd I even bring that up?
Can we bring that back?
It's called Whip 'em Out Wednesdays. So every Wednesday they'll see the bumper and the girls go like this, blue, and then I do honk your horn. Yo, life was good.
Never ever heard.
Never? Bringing it back. It was around the time of it was around the time of Girls Gone Wild, all that stuff like that. You remember that? Yeah. Had that little phone number. Called it one time, put my dad's credit card number. He found out. I denied it, of course. Ooh, that wasn't me, Dad. Don't know who called that number. Don't know.
No idea.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to you. You guys decide what you want to do. You can listen to me or you can cancel me by unsubscribing. Don't do that. Don't do that, please. Wait for me to get to 1 million subscribers and then start to cancel. But as I always say, I appreciate you all. Ryan, is there anything you want to say in closing? Anything?
Put me on the spot like that.
You're always on the spot, Ryan. That's why the spotlight right there. The spotlight right there. Right there, camera. You're on the spot. What's good?
Yes. So, to leave you guys off, I'll say you guys live your life.
Oh, well, time out. You're not going to be leaving them off. You're going to just, I'm leaving them off.
Okay. Before Roderic here leaves you off, live your life. Do what you want.
You see how easy it is to cancel someone? Someone in power. You see what I'm talking about? Right. We're not going to hear from you because it's my show. I don't want to hear from you. I'm joking. Go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead.
Live your life. Do what you want. Quit worrying about other people think, and you guys will live your life to the fullest. Quit canceling shit, man.
Live your life. Do what you want. Stop worrying about what other people are doing. Focus on your damn selves. If you're worth a damn, focus on your damn selves. Have respect for yourselves. That's it. Let's go. Okay. First of all, can we hit this? Cancel culture. Ryan Mintz, Roderic Grant, talking about a bunch of random shit that got canceled. Can we hit this? Michael Jackson, Andrew Cuomo, anybody else that's about to get canceled? Ellen, Eminem. You know, pour one out for our people, our canceled buddies on the floor. Pour one out. Don't do that. Okay? Yeah, don't do that. But can we hit this, Ryan? Can we do it?
Yes.
We hit it. Thank you. Thank you for listening to the EarMeOut podcast. Come back again. Tune in. Who knows when we'll be back. But if we're not canceled, we'll see you again. The crowd's going wild.
I think we did good there. We hit that.
The crowd's going wild. All right, now we hit stop on everything. Oh shit, yeah, I was recording the whole time. I was like, oh